channel. My name is Umuno Odafepita and I am a certified front-end web designer. So as you can see on the screen today, this is what we'll be doing. I'll be showing you how to link one page to another. Now you can see the active bar on the home page. So as you over on this, here's a button, as you over on it. So if you click here, the active moves to the about us, and also you can see that we have moved from the home page. Now we're in the about page. You can see welcome to my about page. If you click back here, you can see welcome to my home page. Click here also, it goes to the about page. Alright, so it's very simple and I'll be showing you how to do it today. Alright, thank you. Alright, so as you can see on my desktop screen, here's our folder. So let's open our folder. We have our index.html and we have our style.css already opened. So let's get to it. Alright, so you can see we have already opened our index.html. We have linked our HTML to our CSS, and if you look at the CSS part here, we already have our margin 0, padding 0, and font family. Alright, so all these are imported fonts. You can get that from Google Fonts. Alright. Alright, so here we open our header tag. Alright, so instead of header, let's put a div. Let's call it container. Alright, so inside our container we have h2. Let's call it web. Let's put a span here. So span here. Right, designer. Okay, so do this one. Alright, so under here we have our UL. Sorry, under here we have our UL li a, not a. Alright, so this A is for linking from one page to another. So let's have our home here. So let's duplicate this. Yeah, about us. Here we have contact. Alright, so now let's style this. So in our header, we want to style it now. Alright, before we style it, so let's just right click on our index.html. So we open in browser. Alright, so this is how our work is looking like now. So let's put our header height 70 pixels. Let's put a background of white. Alright, so let's put some box shadow. Box shadow should be, let's say 5 pixels, 5 pixels, 5 pixels again, minus 1 pixels. RGBA. No, I told you of RGBA. Transparent. Alright, so 0.4 is transparent. So I wrote 0.4. 0.4 is transparent black. Alright, so let's put a comma here. So this one, just copy it again. Let's just paste it inside here. So here will be -5. Alright, so save it, go back to your web page and view it. So this is how it's looking like. Alright, so let's come back to our, so now let's start our container now. So we'll put header.container. Okay, we don't want to start from the left. We don't want to start from left 0. That's why we are putting this margin, this container here. So we're going to give our container a margin 0 pixels top and bottom, 100 pixels left and right. Alright, so you can see our work now. It's not starting from the left. Why? Because inside the container I'll put a margin left and right 100, so there will margin here 100 and there will be margin here 100 at the right side. Okay, so let's give it a height of 100%. You know, if you check here, you can see that the container is inside the header, so and the header height is 70 pixels, so we are giving our container 100%, so it will take 100% of 70 pixels, meaning it is 70 pixels also. All right, I hope you get that. So we put a display flex, align items, center, justify content, justify content, center. All right, instead of center, let's give it space between. All right, so let's check it now. So this is how it's looking like. You can see the text is on the left side and the links, they are on the right side because of the space between. All right, so now let's style our h2 now. So let's say header h2. All right, let's say font size extra large. All right, now if you check the index here, you can see that we have a span here, right? So let's just put span h2 span color green. All right, let's save it. So this is how it's looking like now on the web page. All right, so now let's style our header ul li. Now we have already displayed it flex, so let's display this one now. This one will be inline block. All right, so if you do it inline block, now you see that these things, they'll be flexed. All right, you know, we have flexed the parent, we have flexed the container. All right, so and it's still in block, so to make it flex we have to put inline block as the display, so it will change its display from being inline block to flex. All right, so yeah, we're gonna put our margin right. So we're gonna put our margin right 30 pixels. All right, so save it and view it on the web page. All right, now let's style our a. Okay, so ulli a text decoration none. Let's say text transform. We want our text to be in block letters, so uppercase. All right, so font size 14 pixels. All right, so let's put a color green. Let's put padding 10 pixels top and down, and it's like 15 pixels left and right. All right, so now let's put our over here, your LIA over. I told you what the meaning of over, that means as the cursor touches it, what should it do? All right, we want it to have a background of green and the color, you know, is black, it should change to white. All right, so let's view it and save it and view it on the web page. So this is how it looks like. So can you see, as we hover on it, I can see I think it's just rushing. So let's put a delay transition. I see 0.2 seconds. All right, so that should take effect on it. All right, now we want our a to be active. All right, so let's come in and give the class, let's give a class of active. All right, so we just put comma active, that's dot active. All right, this means the dot active will have a background of green and a color of white, so as the over. All right, so refresh it on the web page. So can you see it? Alright, so this is how it looks now. Looks like now. Alright, so let's go back to our CSS. So in our HTML here, so let's just open a div dot container, sorry, let's call it the content. Alright, so let's put a container div inside. Let's put a container div inside. So let's dial it, let's put our text here. Let's say we have h1 here, right? And inside our h1, let's put welcome to my home page. All right, so let's put a break here. All right, so underneath it, let's put a p text. So let's put our dummy text, that's a paragraph. Let's put our dummy lorem text here. All right, so yeah, we'll just put a break here. Let's put a break here also. Let's put a break here also. So let's, underneath the p, let's put a button here. Let's open a button tag here. So let's call this get started. All right, so now let's style our dot content. All right, let's give it a margin top of about 100 pixels. All right, so let's style the container. I can see here in this our header container we have margin 0-100, so we'll use the same thing here. So put our dot container margin 0 pixels up and down, 100 pixels left and right. Alright, we want the text also to start from this side. Alright, so can you see it? So this is what we got from the styling. So now let's style our h1. So let's put our content. I call it content.container h1. Let's call it content h1. So let's put our font size to be 60 pixels. We want it to be bold. Alright, very big. So let's style our content button here. So let's style our button. So here we'll put background to be green, border like 1 pixel, solid green, pixel solid green. Alright, so let's put a width of about 150 pixels. So put padding, simply means up and down 10 pixels, left and right 0 pixels. Means the padding, right? I told you of padding. Padding is the space inside the content, so we want it to have a space 10 pixels up and down, and it should not have a space left and right. Why? Because we are already giving it a width of 150 pixels. Alright, so we don't want an outline, none. Alright, so let's keep margin top to be 20. Want it to be one, so there'll be a space between the p text and the button. Alright, so let's give it a cursor of pointer. Alright, so let's save it over to your web page and view it. So alright, so this is how it's looking like now. So let's give it the color of the text to be white. Alright, so this is what we have gotten. Alright, so now let's put the over here. So let's put over. So as we over on it, it should have a background of none. We don't want a background, we want a color of green. So let's put a transition here, transition of 0.2 seconds. Alright, so now let's view it on the web page. So this is how it's looking like now. Alright, so you can see here also it has the over effect. Alright, so what next? What we'll be doing next now is how to link one page to another page. It's quite simple. Alright, so you come here in your index.html. You come so you come up here, you open a new file, or you press Ctrl N. You can see it has opened a new folder here. So let's save it. Ctrl S to save, and see that it's showing us where we save our index.html and our style.css. Alright, so if you can't find yours, you can locate it. Mine is in the desktop and project 4. Alright, so let's call this one about.html. Alright, so now here's our HTML folder for our about. So let's come here and copy. So you press Ctrl A to copy all. Alright, come here and paste it with Ctrl V. Oh, I said Ctrl A to highlight all. So you press Ctrl C to copy and come to this page and save it with Ctrl V. Alright, so let's call this one. Say here we welcome to our about page. Alright, let's save it. Now to link one page to another, we link with this A. You can see your A. This href is for linking. You can see the CSS here. We link this CSS to the the HTML with this href. Alright, so this ahref is used for linking. So here, let's put our index.html, meaning that as we click on it, it should remain in the index.html. You can see here is our index.html. As we click the home, it should remain in our index.html. And if we click this about us, it should go to about.html. Understand? So come back to our about. So let's change one or two things. So this will be about, and this class active, let's remove it here and let's put it in the about. Alright, so let's do the same thing in the about. Let's say, so as now we are in the about, right? So as we click the home inside the about, it should go to our index.html, and as we click on the about, it should remain in our about.html. It's very simple. Alright, so save it, go to your browser and refresh it. Alright, so we're in our own page. So if you click here, it should go to our about page. So can you see it? If you click back to our about page, it should go back to our home page, which is index.html. Alright, so let's do the same thing and you can see we would have opened another file for that's the about.css. Alright, so we are not opening another file. The reason is because they have the same content, and obviously they have the same styling, and you can see that this style is affecting both the index.html and the about.html. Alright, why? The reason is they are stored in the same folder. Alright, so if you check our folder now, we see that we have the style in the same folder with the about us and the index.html. Alright, so let's just do it for the contact us. So we come here and press Ctrl N to open a new page. So you save it as, so let's save it as contact. It should be .html, so we can only link with .html. Alright, so let's save it. That's if you are linking from one page to another, we link with .html. So let's copy this one now and paste it. So before then, so let's come back to our index. Let's call here contact.html, meaning that as we click on it, it should carry us to contact. Alright, so here will be, here also put our, inside here we'll put our contact.html. Alright, so let's save it. So Ctrl A to highlight or copy it. Alright, so let's paste it inside here now. So paste it. So here will be welcome to our, let's call it contact page. Alright, so here we have, okay, now as we click on home, should go to index, should click on the you should go to about. You click on the about, you go to about us, and you click on the contact. You should remain in the contact. Alright, so we change this active, remove this active here, so we put it active here. Alright, so let's view it on our web page, refresh it. So we're in our home page, so let's click on this, goes to our about page, so let's click on this. Alright, you can see the active is moving. Alright guys, so this is how to do it. Alright, so thank you so much for your time. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and please guys, always comment. I want to see your comments. Alright, thank you so much. My name is Sumono Odafepita. I am here to make the work of the website very simple for you. Alright, so thanks for your time.